things 4 times a day if I want to. You even trying to eat lobster and drink fish ain't. Now you know that ain't your groove. But you strictly a collard green cornbread baby. Now you know if anybody knows, I know. But since you feel like that this evening, sit down and drink some champagne with me and let me rap to you.
Dealt a bad hand, a few hearts, a few spades. Ish tied up, yeah. Shoelace, time to turn a new page. You don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid. Keep it simple, no complications. My life opposite of everybody loves Raymond. Ish not a joke, Damon Wayans. So my attitude like fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Wearing fresh kicks and it costs a lot of ducats. Eating bull dish up, yeah, chicken nuggets. McDouble, you in trouble about to bust your bubble. Life's a if but I wanna cuddle and make love to. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Point blank period. You must be an idiot. How you living life when you not taking serious? Buffoonery really ain't cool to me. Life is graphic nature, a little bit of nudity. People get a little money, buy a lot of jewelry. But let's put this thing in perspective. I speak for the people, at least I got leverage. I'm a collard green cornbread eating baby. Roasted chicken, smothered with brown gravy. I'm chillin', ocean flow, I'm wavy. Why call it? I might spoil it, old milk. Why sleep on the truth? The sheets not silk. I just lay back, think about them times when I used to rock a wave cap. Low cut Air Forces, white like Ajax. Boost mobile phones with the chirp. Used to get hot, Star Trek, Captain Kirk. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. P.S. I love this life, I love this life. On the road to greatness, I had to hitchhike, Chiz Roundtree. So smooth, I'm your lady type, but still doing God's work. Even though I missed a few Sundays at church, but life is about change. Yeah, old lady's purse, say what I wanna say, take things for this birth, it'll be a better day. Sip my liquor, then I pray. Sip my liquor, then I pray. So glorious, victorious. My mind travel into times, DeLorean. Watching this shit play out, accordion. Smoking bogeys by the bodega. Chicks kiss me on the cheek, I'm a king, Alpha Omega. I'm a real inhaler. Speak my truth and say grace before I eat dinner. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Black and white, black and white.
Yo, 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 yo. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. Thank y'all for coming in, rocking with Theory of the Culture. Rest in heaven to our brother Chiz Roundtree. Gone but not forgotten. Keeping the culture alive, baby. Yeah. I am your host, DJ Mad Knox, the crown holder. Right here on Built for This Radio, power and fueled by Built for This Network for the strong, not the weak, and in the zone entertainment. Shout out to my brother, Jungle Brother in the building. Zulu Cash, what up? Yeah. My other brother from the West Coast, the greatest from South Central, Studio X Squad in the building. Poetic Sins in the building. You already know the vibes. Built for This Network in the zone. Appreciate you, Poe. Who else in the building? Who else in the building? That's it right now? All right, cool. Yeah, what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? I am DJ Mad Knox. You see the name, the crown holder, the return of Theory of the Culture. For those, who didn't know, who've been living under a rock or might not be living under a rock, first-time listeners. I had a co-host with me by the name of Chiz Roundtree, longtime friend of mine, personal friend of mine. You feel what I'm saying? He had passed away last month. Well, yeah, get ready to go on 2 months ago. You know what I mean? And we started this thing called Theory of the Culture, where, we tapped it. We used to do this back in Spreaker.com. So this been years. I mean, we done did shows through the pandemic and everything. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, it was a lot. It was a lot. But, you know what I mean? By God's grace, went through the motions, went through everything. And I was going to retire the show. You know what I mean? I was going to hang the show up because it didn't feel right doing it without my boy. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you pray about a lot of stuff and you talk to God a lot of stuff, you get a little clarification about a lot of things. And I know my boy, he would definitely want me to continue to carry the flag because that's the type of brother he was. You feel what I'm saying? Like real talk. So at the end of the day, man, I'm just gonna keep this legacy alive. You know what I mean? Keep the name alive. So we gonna, long live Chiz Roundtree, long live our brother Brew, long live Uncle Mike. You feel what I'm saying? And hey, listen, at the end of the day, we gonna keep this thing. We gonna keep all our loved ones' legacy alive, no matter what, as long as we got breath in our lungs. You feel what I'm saying? For real, for real. So I love each and every one of y'all, from the background to the ones that's in the chat room right now. I love each and every one of y'all, for real, for real. I appreciate y'all coming in and showing me so much love on this return of Theory of the Culture. We are live right now on the Roku streaming app and Amazon Fire TV. So you can go and download that streaming app right now, put it in your search, Built for This Radio, and you will see the logo pop right up, baby. We are live and direct. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Built for This Radio YouTube channel. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend who could tell a friend who could tell 10 million. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. Stop playing with it. We trying to reach that plateau. We trying to get there. You know what I mean? Word up. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, We gonna get into some culture. We gonna talk some stuff. We gonna do what we do best. You know what I mean? And that's real. And that's bring the world of my opinion. And I'm sure I'm a froze. Let me see. Let me see. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back before I start talking? Trying to make sure I'm not froze to anything. Okay, Post say we back. Cool, cool. Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on. You know what I mean? It's the Matrix, man. The earth, the earth, the earth, the earth. Yeah. So check this out, man. Okay, y'all see me? Cool. Thanks, Jungle. We gonna jump right into it, man. You already know what it is. We 4 days away for the Diddy trial. That's right. I said it. 4 days away from the Diddy trial. Was supposed to go down May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. You know what I mean? For what homework I did do and what the bloggers and every hip hop news feed I've been getting my sources from is the prosecutors put a plea deal for Diddy, and he denied it. You know what I mean? That kind of lets me further know that Diddy get Ray motherfucking sing like motherfucker David Ruffin out this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know, the powers that be know whoever's on these cameras, they getting probably their best lawyers, because for what I heard, he had hired Brian Steele. If you don't know who Brian Steele is Young Thug's lawyer. You feel what I'm saying? Out in the ATL, the white guy with the gray hair who, you know what I mean, went against another judge, got a contempt charge and everything, and beat that because, you know what I mean, he called out the judge on his bullshit. So they call him YSL Brian Steele. You feel what I'm saying? So Diddy hired him to be on the team. So Brian Steele, I ain't gonna lie, that dude is a good lawyer. That dude is a good lawyer. So now they putting out like the whole thing being that everything was consensual. You feel what I'm saying? And this was like Diddy lifestyle type vibes. You feel what I'm saying? Like this whole, like he was a swinger and everything. But you know, man, I don't know if the actual drugs and everything else, I think that was probably part of the plea deal they probably wanted him to cop to, was mostly probably like the drugs, probably the illegal weapons that they you know what I mean, seen them or raided and grabbed and Diddy said, hell no, I ain't pleading to nothing. You know what I mean? Because I know damn well that plea definitely had a football number in that motherfucker. That jersey was looking crazy. It probably was at least about a 30. You know what I mean? At least a 30. But now they are letting the evidence in from the Cassie video, and Cassie is being subpoenaed to testify in federal court. A lot of people didn't know, you know what I mean, because she settled out. Can she still go to court? If the federal government, the federal Supreme Court subpoenas you, they don't give a damn about no goddamn settlement. You know what I mean? So they are letting the Cassie tapes in. 9 times out of 10, I don't even know if they probably shit. If that, I don't know if this is a trial to start the jury selection process, or this is just going right into the shit and they already got the jury already set up. I know they supposed to have been in court today, so whatever's going on in court today will probably, I get more information and give it out to y'all by next week. So when I gather up whatever I need to gather up. But yeah, this is crazy. Jungle Brother say, question, is Puff repping the NYC, South Beach, or Montmont town out west? Well, they got him in Brooklyn. So and the prosecutors from the state of New York is the one that put the indictment on him. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think that's, you know, that I'm guessing New York. The raid from the LA thing was just probably to collect evidence and stuff like that. So hey, I don't know how that's gonna go for real. Well, Puff standing his ground. He's saying it's a lifestyle, and I'm sure whatever tapes Puff got, he's gonna let all that shit hang out. Like, Puff is definitely sitting there like, yo, if I'm going down, I'm taking folks down with me. You know what I mean? And that's just being real. Now, far as the whole underage thing, the whole sex worker thing, and all the females who is gonna testify and saying they was drugged, they was raped, they was all of this stuff, that still remain to be seen. But whatever plea the prosecutor put out there, Puff ain't fucking with it. So that makes me further think that Puff got some shit in the tuck. He definitely let his lawyers know, and when the right time to pull that card out, they gonna do it. Poetic Sin said if they let it in, he can't fight that and probably own that and own to that. But the other curious to see what evidence they have. Yeah, that's the thing. Now, is that gonna be? Is the Cassie tapes gonna be enough, along with the testimony of the other females and whoever, gonna persuade a jury? You feel what I'm saying? Because that's pretty much what the prosecutors want. They want the Cassie tapes along with the evidence of the people that's coming forward, and even Cassie's testimony, because they just not only letting the tape speak for Cassie, but she's taking the stand. You feel what I'm saying? She's actually taking the stand. So that's gonna be a whole nother level of controversy right there to see what's what. And you know, everybody, my crew and myself, want to see who he's gonna expose on these tapes. You know what I mean? I don't know. Poe said Diddy gonna be singing higher than Mariah. He definitely is. One of the things they said, Puffy, the judge allowing Puffy to wear his regular clothing during the trial, which is cool. He or she, I don't know who the judge is, but the judge did permit Puffy to come in regular clothing and everything else. And I don't know how long, because this is gonna, just put it like this: this trial is definitely gonna be close to a year of just. Would it beat the Young Thug Rico trial? I don't know, but this trial definitely gonna go beyond 6 months. You know what I mean? Because everybody is gonna have testimonies, some statements. You know what I mean? I don't know if Puff got a couple of character witnesses or whatever, but for what Puff legal team is saying, like, this was Puff lifestyle since Lord knows when. Okay, so you know what I mean? Yeah, the swinger lifestyle, it is a lifestyle of people who does swing it. You know what I mean? And it goes on to this day. You know what I mean? The fact that it probably was underage teenagers, it probably was people who was getting drugged and forced into it, which Puff legal team is saying it all was consensual. That's gonna be another hard hitting thing. You know what I mean? Jungle Brother said, better question, is NYC still claiming Puff? His lawyer said all his behavior is just swinging behavior. Right, Jungle. Excuse me, y'all. Right. And I don't think NYC is claiming Puff like that. Like, I haven't, like, no, all these industry friends, if they is fucking with Puff, they must be keeping it on the low. You know what I mean? Like, they not publicly saying they standing by Puff based on their brand and shit. So if Jake's fucking with Puff, Khaled fucking with Puff, Meat still fucking with Puff, whoever, Puff, French Montana, Rick Ross, all of them, and that's just to name a few, still fucking with Puff. They not putting it out there to where they letting the public, you know what I mean, know anything, because they don't want to fuck up the brand. You know what I mean? Poetic Sensei hitting the wrong background listening. Be safe on that road, Poe. Appreciate you, but be safe on that road, please. Shout out to everyone who's on the road listening, and you know what I mean, wherever you are. I know it's different time zones, but again, please be safe on your destinations. You know what I mean? But yeah, hey man, 4 days away, the countdown is on. Best to believe this is going to be the hot ticket of everything. Big Illinois in the building, Chi-Town Finest. What's going on, Big Illy? Hoping all is well with you, my brother. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? What else is going on? Okay, making sure I catch up to the chat. Yeah, but that's definitely gonna be the hot ticket going on. So again, Puff had a plea deal on the table, which we don't know what the plea deal is. They that's not in the public records yet of what the plea deal was. You know what I mean? But whatever the plea deal was, Puff denied it. So I know if prosecutors is actually working with a plea deal, sometimes they feel like somewhere, somehow, they probably got evidence, but it ain't as strong, or they probably giving Puff his fair just due and just saying, yo, at the end of the day, you know what I mean, if you plead guilty to this, we won't let these certain evidence come in. You know what I mean? And that's what they trying to nail Puff to the wall, give him that ultimatum. Listen, please take this number. We won't let this type of evidence in, or whatever that case may be. So, and you know, Puff like, yo, fuck it, stand on business. Because if Puff feel like he been portrayed by the people he thought was friends in the industry, and they got these motherfucking tapes that what they did off these freak offs or whatever the case may be, then at the end of the day, bro, Puff is like Paul said, he don't sing like Mariah. He don't, you know what I mean? Hey, okay, this CEO did this higher person did this billionaire or millionaire did this. So at the end of the day, guess what? If you won't give me these type of numbers, Puff taking everybody with him. Puff taking everybody with him. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. But on to the next topic. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, say he's, and I know Poe probably, if she says she background listening, Kanye say he hates J. Cole. Kanye say he hates J. Cole, and he hates the people who signed J. Cole. Now, if you a hip hop head like I'm a hip hop head, everybody know that Kanye and Jay-Z has a long time beef. Jay-Z signed J. Cole to Roc Nation before J. Cole went all print and signed to Dreamville. Now, is J. Cole being the casualty of war with Kanye? Because the fact that, you know, him and Jay is beefing, he using J. Cole as one of the biggest, probably the biggest artist on Roc Nation to get to Hove. You feel what I'm saying? Or he just know at this point of J. Cole's career that J. Cole ain't really trying to beef with nobody, so he's not gonna, you know what I mean, try to come back with it. Because J. Cole could really go in the studio right now, put out some shit on Ye, and really smoke him. I'm gonna be honest with you. And really smoke him. And that's just being realistic. Shout out to Chi-Town, DJ Chuck in the building. What's going on, Chuck? Appreciate you for coming in, brother. Appreciate you for real. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I know Kanye put out the Bully album, and see, Kanye now is going on these certain platforms, and I don't know if that's controversy to sell the albums, because you know Kanye is a controversial person. You feel what I'm saying? He know how to manipulate the media without really going to do big time interviews or major press runs to promote his shit and keep himself relevant and news. You feel what I'm saying? Based on certain shit he say. Just like he wanted out of the Adidas contract or whatever the case may be. He went to the old Jewish thing, you know what I mean? Which was on a strategic level. It was smart as hell. Because at the end of the day, if you think about him screaming out his anti-Semitism, I'm saying the word, you know what I mean, going against Jewish people. I don't know why I can't talk today. But him saying that, they immediately ripped up the contract. Immediately ripped up the contract against Kanye. You feel what I'm saying? Without going to court, without saying Kanye breaching the contract, without Kanye being sued. Yeah, it went from billionaire back down to whatever his network was. But everybody who from that rant didn't want to work for Kanye or work with Kanye, but at the same time, he didn't ever get sued from a breach of contract and forcing, and you know what I mean, Adidas ain't forcing to put out anything or whoever the case may be. So I don't, it is crazy. It is crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. Let me read a little bit of chat and before I get back into it. DJ Chuck said Kanye be making some stupid ass statements. He needs help. And so, like I said, Chuck, and that's true. But like I said, he know how to manipulate the media. You know what I mean? And see, this is the thing. Would J. Cole was that? Because you wasn't hating J. Cole when he was at his other state 10 years ago, where J. Cole didn't give a fuck about any or every or whoever it may concern J. Cole. If you scream J. Cole name in your bars or throwing sublims, J. Cole was coming back snapping on you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, and then you mad at Kendrick. Why? Why are you mad at Kendrick? Because Drake is your partner? And then sometimes you even have a little beef with Drake once in a while. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the thing, like, how I'm not even mad at Pusha T removing himself from Kanye. Because at the end of the day, if you know this is my ops and you still fucking with him, and I'm supposed to be the president of your company, then how does that look? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that man sitting there ghostwriting for your records and stuff, you know I'm opping with him, but no, that look crazy as hell. So he does need help. You know what I mean? For real. Big Illinois said, if I'm Kendrick and Cole, I wouldn't give that cocksucker a response. And they have it. And they have it. You know what I mean? Like I said, Big Illy, if Cole really want to, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm sure at the end of the day, we probably just ain't hear it. But Cole probably already got some shit in the tub. You feel what I'm saying? Cole probably already got some shit in the tuck. Now, if Cole put an album out where he wanted to address it, he can. Or he could just put the record out, call a couple of DJs and let it go. Throw it up on YouTube and let it go. And that might be the end of fucking Kanye shit. Again, I feel like this is the Bully album that Kanye dropped is trash. I'm gonna be honest with you. I listened to the album is trash. You know what I mean? Certain beats was cool and everything like that, but the album to me is all over the place. It really is. It's one of them albums like unless it grow on you, cool, but I couldn't really like this. The sequence of the album and everything just wasn't rocking with me. It really wasn't. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I couldn't really mess with it. RC in the building, Minnesota finest. Hey, RC. Shout out to Minnesota. I want to take this time out to smoke, have a little smoke session. We smoking on that LeBron vape. We smoking on that Luka vape. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Minnesota T-Wolves, man. They put the brakes on motherfucking Lakers. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah, I'm talking shit today. Chuck said, yeah, Chuck, before you got in, I just was speaking about it too. At Mad Knox, is it true that Diddy reject the plea deal from the government? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I don't know what the plea was, Chuck, but he did. I'm sure it was a plea deal to where, the government probably offered them a number, probably say, listen, you take this, we won't put this in play. You know what I mean? We won't put that, whatever evidence they got. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Puffy said, I'm not doing it. Again, he hired Brian Steele. If you don't know who Brian Steele is Young Doug's lawyer. You know what I mean? On his legal team. So Puff turned that down. You know what I mean? May 5th, man, the start of the trial. May 5th, 4 days away. So like I was just saying, before you guys came in, this trial gonna be definitely over 6 months. You know what I mean? I'm giving it 6 months. Know what I mean? Based on evidence and testimony, and they letting the Cassie tape, and Cassie will be taking the stand as well. She been federally subpoenaed. You know what I mean? So she will have to sit there and testify. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I'm sure Puff, like, fuck it. He probably gave his defense attorneys, all the tapes, and what Puff team is, his defense team claimed it was a lifestyle. It was a lifestyle. That's Puff lifestyle. So with the loophole with the underage children, the drugs, and all that stuff come in, that's what the prosecutor probably tried to get him to take a plea on. Lord, I don't know. Again, they didn't put the plea out there for public record yet, so we'll see what goes on. RC said jealousy at work with Kanye. He wants that spotlight. Yes. Because my thing is, when you say you hate J. Cole and you say you hate the people who signed J. Cole, you really hating Jay-Z. So if you hating Jay-Z, what did Cole do to you that make you feel like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Big Illinois said just re-release False Prophet, perfect song about Kanye. I remember that freestyle from J. Cole. And see, that was the time where Cole wanted to smoke and Kanye did not respond. See, this is what I'm saying. When Cole was in that state of mind where he was like on some, I'm on the edge type shit, fuck it, whoever want the smoke, they gonna get the smoke. Kanye didn't respond to that False Prophet joint. He never did. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden, when Cole is at a peaceful state, he want to be an executive. He want to be a businessman and an artist and more of an executive and everything. You know what I mean? Is it what? Like, come on, Ye, stop. Your hate is really just for fucking Jay-Z, and you using one of the biggest artists that was signed to Rock Nation to try to get the J. You know what I mean? And Jay ain't even paying you no mind. You know what I mean? And that's real. Word up. Shout out to Elect Lady S. What's going on, Elect Lady? I appreciate you coming in. Who else in the building? Built for this network. Buster in the building. What's up, Bus? I appreciate you. Elect Lady Home Style Music. I appreciate the love today, man. Thank y'all. Really, really, really thank y'all for showing me so much love on this return of Theory of the Culture. Like I said, I got to get used to it, doing it by myself now. You know what I mean? Because again, rest in peace, Shiz Roundtree out. You know what I mean? I'm used to my partner, you know what I mean, giving me some rebuttals. So today was a little nerve wracking for me. And you know what I mean? I know how to do podcasts by myself, but particularly this show here, you know what I mean? Where I had to, get the topics and all that stuff. So it was kind of like, ugh. But I'm going to make it through, man. And I appreciate the love for y'all coming in and showing me so much love today, for real. I appreciate y'all. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Thank you, D Great, for sharing the show. I appreciate you, bro. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. That'll mean the world to me right now, for real. Hit that like button. We got a lot of things coming up on Built for This network, or Built for This radio. We got the official website coming up, and I want to say sometime in the end of this month, end of May, early June-ish. You know what I mean? And then we're going to try to get the merch out sometime in the summertime. You know what I mean? So that's the plan of Built for This network. So website coming where you guys could go to the official website. Y'all could even download the official website app. You know what I mean? And hear all the shows, all the content shows, all the mixed DJ shows on Built for This Radio, in the zone on Built for This Radio, BuiltForThisRadioNetwork.com. That's gonna be the name of it, BuiltForThisRadioNetwork.com. And it's gonna be a one-stop shop, man. You can listen to shows, you can have bios, you can, you know what I mean, purchase merch and all that good stuff. So we appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking. You feel what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, so yeah, Kanye hating on goddamn J. Cole and Kendrick. And it is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I ain't mad at nothing. It is what it is. Word up. Real quick, I'm gonna take a little quick brief intermission, and I'm gonna come right back and we're gonna continue the show right here on Theory of the Culture. Let's go.
You say, what is it that you want? You've got everything that a woman could ever need in life. I got a closet full of minks, chinchillas. I got a bureau full of... You say, what is it that you want? You've got everything that a woman could ever need in life. I got a closet full of minks, chinchillas. I got a bureau full of diamonds. I can change 4 times a day if I want to. You even trying to eat lobster and drink fish ain't. Now you know that ain't your groove. But you strictly a collard green cornbread baby. Now you know if anybody knows, I know. But since you feel like that this evening, sit down and drink some champagne with me and let me rap to you.
Dealt a bad hand, a few hearts, a few spades. Ish tied up, yeah. Shoelace, time to turn a new page. You don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid. Keep it simple, no complications. My life opposite of everybody loves Raymond. Ish not a joke, Damon Wayans. So my attitude like fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Wearing fresh kicks and it costs a lot of ducats. Eating bull dish up, yeah, chicken nuggets. McDouble, you in trouble about to bust your bubble. Life's a if but I wanna cuddle and make love to. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Point blank period. You must be an idiot. How you living life when you not taking serious? Buffoonery really ain't cool to me. Life is graphic nature, a little bit of nudity. People get a little money, buy a lot of jewelry. jewelry. But let's put this thing in perspective. I speak for the people, at least I got leverage. I'm a collard green cornbread eating baby, roasted chicken, smothered with brown gravy. I'm chillin', ocean flow, I'm wavy. Why call it? I might spoil it, oat milk. Why sleep on the truth? The sheets not silk. I just lay back, think about them times when I used to rock a wave cap, low cut Air Forces, white like Ajax. Boost mobile phones with the chirp, used to get hot. Star Trek, Captain Kirk. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. P.S. I love this life, I love this life. On the road to greatness, I had to hitchhike, Chiz Roundtree. So smooth, I'm your lady type, but still doing God's work. Even though I missed a few Sundays at church, but life is about change. Yeah, old lady's purse, say what I wanna say, take things for this birth, it'll be a better day. Sip my liquor, then I pray. Sip my liquor, then I pray. So glorious, victorious, my mind travel into times, DeLorean. Watching this shit play out, accordion. Smoking bogeys by the bodega. Chicks kiss me on the cheek, I'm a king, Alpha Omega. I'm a real inhaler. Speak my truth and say grace before I eat dinner. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Black and white, black and white.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back. We are back right here. Theory of the Culture Show with your boy DJ Mad Knox on Built for This Radio. Getting into the next topic, man. Listen, Mary J. Blige is being sued by her former and 20-year plus friend who turned into music management named Misa Hilton for $5 million over the artist Vado. Now, those who don't know who Vado is a New York rapper who got his start with Cameron's Diplomat Records. He also was signed to DJ Khaled, We the Best. He was on one of Mary J. Blige's new records that she put out from her new album. So I can't think of the record name right now. I'm sorry for that. But if you Google Vado, you know what I mean? But Misa Hilton is suing Mary J. Blige for $5 million based off Vado, because she's representing Vado. Vado basically was promised to be on tour with Mary J. Blige. He also ghostwrited and co-wrote a couple of records for Mary J. Blige on the thing. So Mary J. is on some shit like, you know, I guess she wanted Vado to sign to her label exclusively, but I don't know if the contracts or paperwork or whatever the case may be was granted. So they taking it to court, man. Suing her for 5 M's because this last tour, I'm guessing that Mary J is on. Vado was supposed to be one of the people who's supposed to have been on a tour and was promised that from, this is the statement coming from Lisa Hilton and everything else. So my thing is, if it ain't no paperwork, he ain't getting that 5. You know what I mean? He ain't getting that 5. I'm sorry. He is not getting that 5. Mary J. Blige, ain't no comment came from any of her peoples. So I'm guessing they not really worrying about it. They probably gonna take it to court. You feel what I'm saying? And do what they do on the levels of, you know what I mean, paperwork. Now, I could see, especially in the music industry or any type of business, if you, everything could be verbal, but nowadays, man, nowadays, you gotta make sure you put everything in writing. Everything in writing. There's really no friends when it comes to business. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no friends, there's no family when it comes to business. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they say sometimes family is the worst, you know what I mean, people to go into business with. Well, sometimes close friends is too. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's the worst, but if you don't have no actual paperwork to back your claims or understanding, and is legit and notified and certified that, hey, these are the terms and conditions of our agreement or why we going into business, then yo, it is a bad thing. My boy Brian Williams, H Rap B, aka H Rap VD, in the building. What's going on? The End of the Bench Media. Make sure y'all check him out. You know what I mean? Make sure you check, follow, and subscribe to Jungle Brother YouTube channel, D Greatest YouTube channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to those brothers' YouTube channels as well. You know what I mean? Man, what's going on? But yeah, like I said, that 5 million, and that, and see, Vado, and this is just a person from the New York side of things. Vado is a great MC. He's one of the real underrated MCs that's really, you know what I mean, up to par up here. But I, you know, I don't know where the estimate of 5 million come from. I'm guessing basically from tour dates and whatever the case may be. Excuse me. Even if he wrote some songs on Mary's new album, he should have been hit with an advancement. Cause Vado been in this industry for a minute to not be wise on the game and know, hey, I need an advance on this, unless it was some shit that he was paid under the table, you know what I mean, and not getting writer credits on the motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta, hey man, you gotta put everything in paperwork. That's real. Everything in paperwork. Jungle Brother say this happened to me in my church league. Another church gave me an offer my church couldn't match. It's just business. Yeah, it's business. It really is. It's just business. Like you have to put everything in paperwork. And I tell everybody who's starting even identity, whether it be broadcasting, whether it be whatever business you're going into, whatever, even the smallest little pop-up thing, you got a t-shirt shop, if you got something going on, make sure you trademark your stuff. Make sure you register your name. Make sure if you're dealing with other businesses, is a contract involved. That handshake and word don't mean shit in the court of law. It really don't. It really don't. Everything, word to Chiz Roundtree, is in black and white. Everything is in black and white. For real. Brian said on a serious side, shouldn't we be able to do business without our contracts? Just a question. Depending on who the person is, B. Depending on who the person is. I can see, for instance, H-Rap, you and Big Illinois has been knowing each other for over 20, 30 something years. So I can see y'all not doing a contract because y'all friendship and foundation and y'all word, you know the character of Big Illinois just like he knows your character. You feel what I'm saying? And you know Big Illinois ain't that type of guy who's gonna scheme off the top, the middle, or the bottom. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it makes sense for you to go into business without a contract with Big Illinois because that's your roadie for 30 plus something years. But if you going into somebody you only knew maybe a couple of years, y'all talked about a couple of stuff, but you never been into business with each other, you still learning the ins and outs about this person. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's still early in the friendship. Yeah, you gotta put that paperwork, bro. You gotta put that paperwork. That's for sure. That's just me. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I mean, everybody has a different opinion. Okay, back to the shenanigans. Thanks for the shout out, VD Emperor. Whatever. Oh man. Jungle Brother said, yo, Brian, are you going to pull your Colt 45 deal from the Falcons until they fired the DC? And you know what, Jungle, I'm glad you brought that up because I got that on my list to talk about. Atlanta Falcons been fined $250,000 from the NFL, and the fucking defensive coordinator got fined $100,000. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I'm that defensive coordinator, I'm fucking my son up. And yes, I'm cursing. I'm whooping my son ass. I'm 100,000. I'm whooping his ass. I'm leaving my laptop with confidential information out, and you want to pull a fucking prank that's costing me $100,000 and possibly my job. Possibly my job. Oh, I'm fucking my son up. Yes, sir. I'm fucking him up on site. Word is bond. Nah, that he gonna get $100,000 ass whooping. And that's a fact. Big Illinois is a bad example. I wouldn't order a pizza without a contract. Oh man. Brian said, serious, I don't even really watch football enough to care. Yeah. I you know what I mean? That came across my timeline that yeah, the Falcons been fined $250,000 from the NFL. And they individually fined the defensive coordinator, which I don't know his name like that, $100,000. Man, just for your fucking 21, 22-year-old kid pulling the prank, calling Shedeur Sanders on some shit like, yo, you know what I mean? We ready to draft you type shit. Man, fuck that. Yeah. Bro, woo, 100,000. If my kid cost me 100,000, I'm taking every fucking thing and trading it in. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever car he got, whatever luxuries he got, whatever fucking whatever is in his bank account, whatever he got going the fuck on, which 9 times out of 10, them type of kids are privileged or whatever, I'm cashing everything in. Whatever you probably got a fucking whatever card you got, that shit getting cashed in. So that's about 50,000, 40 to 50,000 right there. You know what I mean? And whatever else he got going on, I'm cashing all that shit in to get my 100K back from that motherfucker. For real. Yep. That is a fact. Brian said, yeah, I just watched good old fashioned college football racism. A-Trap said also they discriminate against administrators and coaches. I can appreciate a good old fashioned racist. Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. 100K. 100 goddamn K. Yeah. I'm definitely firing the coach though. But see, at this point, if you're an owner or GM, what would your decision will be? Do you fire the defensive coordinator for the son doing that? Because if for what the defensive coordinator statement saying he left his laptop on wherever office it is with the information, so he not and his son. It ain't like his son is a fucking young kid. This is a grown ass fucking man of a boy. You know what I mean? His son 21, 22 years old. So he know the fuck better. Especially when it comes to the shit like this, when you're talking about draft, which is the business side of football, not to be playing no bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Buster said, I'm taking clothes also. Hell yeah. Buster, you and me both. Watches, phones, the Xbox, the PlayStation 5, all that gaming shit he got going on, computers, laptops. I'm trading all that shit in to get my 100,000 back. Yes, sir. You better believe it. You better believe it. You know what I mean? You better believe it. For real. You better believe it. Because if I don't get my 100,000 back, I'm suing my child. I fuck around and sue my child. Word up. I need that. I need that. Word up. You grown as hell. I'm suing the hell out of you. I don't give a damn if you disown me as a parent or not. You did some fuck shit there. For real. Poetic Sin said he lying. But so Motive B, bro. So Motive B, you already know the vibes. So Motive B. Yeah. So, you know, man. What I'm gonna ask all the sports heads that's in. I'm not saying sports head. Let me not box that in. But let me ask everybody that's in the chat room right now, and honestly, give me your honest opinion. Those in the background, come on in if you can. You know what I mean, or you know, leave a comment on the replay. But if your kid cost you $100,000, what would you do to your kid? What would you do to your kid? Me and Buster already on the same page. You know what I mean? We taking everything. But what would you do to your kid? Do you feel like just taking all his stuff is enough? Or would you have, like, would you sue him? Would you ship him off somewhere? Would you make him work for it? Would you give him hardcore labor? You know what I mean? What would you do? If somebody in your family cost you $100,000 fine for playing a prank. Poetic Sis said, get my belt and sell that shit. Yeah. 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 Like, for real. I don't. Again, it's one of them privileged kids who think everything is funny. And you could kind of give it a pass if it's like a young kid, like 9, 10 years old, maybe a little bit of a teenager. He just having a little fun. Yeah, okay. You know, he being a teenager, but that's when discipline comes in that, right? Naturally. But if you talking about a grown man who know your dad does this for a living and there's consequences around this, and in your mind, which I'm thinking the kid might have been on some type of narcotics, some type of marijuana or something like that, thought it was a fun thing to do, or was around his friends, because I don't think he act by himself to think, oh, I'm going to just go and prank somebody. Again, if you're under narcotics, you can hear about 4 or 5 voices in your head that's making you do that. Now, if you with someone or someone was in the house with you, dude, look at this. Oh, Shador Sanders' number. Yo, let's play a prank. Da, 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 da. And Shador really answered the phone and was like, yo, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? They said something to the sort, he said, is about time, or whatever the case may be. I don't know what was Shador's response. But and Buster said he recorded it. Stupid. Yeah. And then you gonna recorded it. You record the prank, thinking, man, if I can, on the likes of a Shador Sanders, prank him. And that makes me further think he's one of them kids who probably is one of them what I want to say, a prankster who puts stuff on YouTube as a prank. You feel what I'm saying? He's one of them guys who want to get the numbers, a streamer, should I say, like a Kai or academics, or all them people who on the Twitch side that be streaming just content and doing stuff. He probably one of those. And your stupidness of recording it and uploading the recording or whatever cost your dad $100,000 and the team $250,000. Now, if I'm the owner of Atlanta Falcons, I gotta let my defensive coordinator go. I gotta let him go. I gotta let him go. And it's not, I won't, you can say it's his fault for leaving the stuff around, but if I'm in my office or whatever, wherever I'm at the time of doing the draft and handling business, and can't trust my grown ass child to be around my stuff, bruh. But I gotta let him go. Because every time I see that damn kid that costed my organization $250,000 for his stupidity, I'm gonna be ready to put the mittens on him. That's why I said, what is the punishment you give your child for that? Other than taking his car, his laptops, phone, all that stuff, cashing that in, probably getting your money back for it. You know what I mean? And now you might have cost your dad a job and his reputation around the NFL. Because now everybody, any job he goes for, and if he does get another job in another organization, now your family is not going to be able to be around you like that. You know what I mean? Your family ain't gonna have that access to come floor seats or the skybox or whatever the case may be, other than probably your wife. But your kid gonna be denied all that shit. If I'm the Atlanta Falcons, I'm definitely getting rid of them for sure. Kendrick Lamar on tour with SZA, breaks records. He surpassed Eminem for opening day and record, and they said he did like his first 2 dates did like 9.1 million on sales and merch and all of that, surpassing Eminem far as being in a stadium. So hey man, shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick for doing that, for real. Buster said that that 250,000 might come out of his dad's paycheck. Yeah, you know what, Bus? You're right. You're right, Bus. You're right. Cause he's just giving that 1,000 to the league. So if you the organization, I need to recoup my 250 back that I've given the league based on your son bullshit. Excuse my French. For real. You feel what I'm saying? So do you keep him on as a defensive coordinator? Just so now you could recoup that money back and take whatever, you know what I mean, you get per game or whatever the case may be. I need that back. Bus, you right. You right, Bus. You're absolutely right. That's crazy. That's crazy in itself. For real. That's crazy in itself. I ain't think about that, Bus, but you're right. You're right. I recant my statement. I will keep him on and just recoup my 250 back based off of his paycheck. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. Yeah, man. So, hey, listen. This here has been Theory of the Culture. I had something to do yesterday, so was work related. Shout out to Nadi, you know what I mean, the newest member on this here Built for This Radio network channel. You know what I mean, the No Show with him and Ollie. Love to have them. Appreciate them for coming in. You know what I mean. I'm going back to my regularly scheduled program on Wednesdays at 4:30. You know what I mean, Eastern time. Check out Poetic Sins. She gonna be coming up at 7 p.m. House of Sins Thursday on Miss Cloud. You know what I mean, to give them vibes. Please have continuous prayers for DJ Mukadeen. And his sister is still in the hospital. So please send out the strongest prayers you can for our brother DJ Mukadeen. You know what I mean, and his family. You know what I mean. Friday, I know, you know, he ain't been on the past couple of Fridays because he been dealing with that. So keep in prayer. But on a normal Fridays, him and DJ Amp B, 6 to 8 DJ Mooka B, 8 to 10 DJ Amp B. I'm sorry, I'm blanking out. You know what I mean? And then we got another possible show that might be coming down the pipeline. You know what I mean? Pause. But it might be coming. So, you know what I mean? I'm still in talks. I'm waiting for the brother to get back to me with everything. But make sure you check that out. Sunday, we got Raw Truth Radio, Abstract Soul Lounge with DJ Poetic Sins. You know what I mean? And if Mook is in the mood, he will come on. And that's from 11 in the morning to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Mook come on from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Soulful Gospel House Sunday. You know what I mean? And number one Chief Rocker Jersey Vern 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The recap and entertainment show with the number one Chief Rocker Jersey Vern. Make sure you check that out Tuesday. Me and the number one Chief Rocker Jersey Vern with the Jersey Connect show. Yes. Rocking. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You know what I mean? And then Wednesdays, 4:30, the Theory of the Culture. I'm back with y'all. You know what I mean? And 7 p.m., the No Show on that Wednesday. So Poe got the schedule flyer. She about to revise, so we'll be posting that so y'all can just see it, steady us talking about it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day gotta end. Remember, love is life. Life is love. Remember, your mind ain't right, your mic ain't right. You feel what I'm saying? If your mind ain't right, your mic ain't right. Long live Chiz Roundtree. Long live my brother Brew. Long live Uncle Mike. You already know the vibes. This is the Theory of the Culture show. Your boy DJ Mad Knots. I'm out of here. Peace. Love, 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 baby.